Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students of class 7A and B. This is your teacher Habiba and we are discussing chapter number 7. Its name is More Tools in Flash and today we are going to discuss from page number 103 to 105. Today's topic is free transform tools. Let's go to the flash screen and see what we can do on the flash software using free transform tools. Okay, so this is the flash screen in front of us. This is our stage. Transforming objects is, once you have an object on the stage, you can transform it in various ways. You can move it, rotate it, change its shape and size. Free transform tool is used to move, rotate or scale an object. To scale an object means to increase or decrease in its size. Let's consider an example of, let's open something or import something here. Let's bring this bird over here. Right, now use free transform tool. Where is the free transform tool? Here is the free transform tool. Select it and make it the selection. Now after clicking it, I can use the free transform tool. So these are the different pointers which we can use to transform its shape. The first one is, when I have clicked it, or this arrow, what will it do? Free transform tool Q. For moving an object, what I can do is to move this object, that I can move it from one place to another. Right, I can move this place from one place to move this shape from one place to another. This is moving an object. It will work with this pointer. Right, for rotating an object, I'll have to bring it to this pointer here, this circular pointer. It will move. Now it will make a rotation of this figure. Stop it and I can choose the axis of this axis of this rotation here. Now it will rotate at this axis. Okay, this is the free transform rotation movement. Right, next thing is to scaling an object. Scaling can be done with this pointer, when it will make a line with two corners, two arrowheads. To scale the selected object in 2 dimensions, drag a corner handle diagonally. Diagonally means here. So the scaling will be done in the 2 direction. The length and width will be changed in same. But if I go on one direction, so it will only move in the one direction. Okay, here from here it will reduce in the size like this. So it's better that I move it in the diagonal condition, so that it changes its place according to, or changes its size according to the both sides. Next is the gradient transform tool. After you have applied a gradient to an object, you can transform the gradient by adjusting its size, direction or center. To modify the gradient fill of an object, first select the gradient transform tool. अब हम gradient transform tool को select करेंगे जो इसके पीछे है, behind the free transform tool. Here, open. It's not opening. Here, gradient transform tool. Then click on the object that is filled with the gradient. I have selected it and now I want to change. First I will have to draw some rectangle which is having some gradient in it here. Okay, Here it is a gradient, and now I want to change it. So this gradient tool I will select, and now what I can do is then click on the object that is filled with the gradient. Okay, now I can change the shape of this gradient. I can even move it outside or inside. The gradient will move inside or outside, not the shape. Okay, the black side, black color is moving out or moving outside the finger, or now it will contract, it will make the blue color contract in the gradient, right? It can also rotate the gradient here and here, right? So the transformation of the gradient can be done in this way. Okay, I can change the center point even if I move it from here to here. The center point is also changed and the rotation can be changed now. Okay, here this can be done by using the gradient transform tool. Okay, when you select a gradient transform tool and click on an object with the radial gradient, it looks as shown in the figure. As in the case of linear gradient, you can drag the center point to adjust the center of the gradient. हम linear gradient के लिए इसको हम change भी कर सकते हैं. If I select the gradient tool and move the gradient to linear, so linear can be in the center point can also be changed. Here the gradients are now increasing, going outside the boundary. Here I can choose the rotation of this, and even I can change the center point also, right? Done. Now changing the transparency of the symbol. How can we create a symbol? Symbol is if I create a rectangle or a flower with some color here, and flower or a circle with this gradient or this color, no problem at all. Here I am creating this thing, so this is a symbol. Now I want it to be a symbol, so I will select it, use selection tool, here modify, convert to symbol, and make it name it symbol 1 and graphic. Symbol 1 by default name is there. I can change it green rectangle, green rec. Green rect, and save it as graphic. Okay, now I will bring back to library, show, view library. Okay, not here. Now this is a symbol now in front of us, and if we want to change the color of the symbols, now I have to select it and go to the color in the properties box. Tint. Now the tint selected, and I can increase and decrease. So tint will make it more brighter and lighter. As I go down, the percentage goes down, it will be darker. As I go up, the percentage is higher, so that will be more lighter. Same is the case with the alpha. If I choose alpha for this, for alpha the percentage should be like 44% or like this. ठीक है, उसके ऊपर भी ये change करना है. So this thing is explained on page number 105 and 106. The last thing which I want to explain in this group is I have this rectangle in front of me and I have this blue rectangle in front of me, right? So I want them both to be here as a group. This is the fill and this is the outline of the shape. I want them both to be together. So what will I do? I will do go to modify and then group. First I have to select these things here, and now group. Now the part of this blue portion square will be also be included in it. Group. So this all has become a group. Now it will move wherever I want to move it. And same case I can make it ungroup if I place it here and select modify ungroup. So this will be ungrouped, and again it will be different parts, right? So this was the thing which I wanted to explain in this week's video. Inshallah I will come to you with the next video in the